You're listening to the Evil Metal Gamers Podcast.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Evil Metal Gamers Podcast. Today is April 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, 2018. This is episode 29.
Make sure you got your clean underwear on. That way when they discover your body, it doesn't have shit stains in it.
What?
Jason's coming.
Oh, my God. That's in camps only. And in space. That's it.
Unless Freddy Krueger gets a hold of him. Then he goes to Elm Street.
Oh, God. Are we really talking about one of the worst ones of the franchise?
Dude, Jason vs. Freddy was awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
Mm-hmm.
It was epically bad.
What does that even mean? Epically bad?
I'm Frank Barna.
That's like my name is Jose Roldan, and welcome to Evil Metal Gamers Podcast, where you can hear all your geek news.
You're not going to stop me from pausing all week.
That's right, all week, every week. And one more week left before...
Bump, bump, bada bump. Bump, bump, bada bump.
That doesn't sound
Bump,
anything like the
bump,
theme song.
bada bump.
No.
Bump, bump, bada bada
That does
bump.
not sound like it at all.
That's it.
It doesn't sound like God of War
Bump,
at all.
bump, bada bump.
For God of War, Part 4 or just God of War?
No,
What?
it's technically it'd be 5, and that's
What?
not including the PSP games. 1, 2, 3, and Ascension
Ascension was...
on PS3.
Ascension? What the fuck is that one? I never played that one. What the hell is that one? Isn't that the one, the PSP one?
No, that's either Chains of Olympus or your Ghost of Sparta. I've platinumed them all.
Wait a minute. I know about the PSP ones. Which one is Ascension?
It was on the PlayStation 3.
Okay, for PlayStation 3, 4 came out. God of War 3 came out.
Yes, and God of War
And
Ascension.
then it was remade for...
the 4.
Ascension? What the fuck is Ascension? What
Yeah.
Are you fucking guessing this shit? Because I've never heard of this.
Okay.
When did this come out? Before? I'm checking this shit right now.
March
Before or after God of War 3?
after. March 2012.
It must have been total garbage.
Wasn't-
Total garbage.
It wasn't total garbage. It wasn't great.
It was garbage then.
It was a money
If
grab.
God of War Ascension for the PlayStation 3. What in the fuck is this?
This is about the time you went to PC.
What? No, I didn't go to PC while there was still PS3. I went to PC when I had a PS4. What the fuck is this? How did I never see this game? What year was this?
March of 2012.
Yo, are you sure this is not just a...
My God. Look,
I swear I played this.
it's the game with the multiplayer. That was really bad that they shoehorned in.
Oh, so this is the online game.
No, they had a real game mode too. You fought the 3 fates. And then when you killed the 3 fates, what the punishment was that you got your memory. Because essentially, what Ares did was or Athena. It was either Ares or Athena. They blocked your memory so you didn't remember that you killed your wife and killed.
See, because I remember him in chains. I played this game. It must have been so bad I blocked it. I always thought the online feature was part of the God of War 3. So God of War 3 didn't have any online shit.
Nope.
Yo, what the fuck? How did I block this game completely out of my mind?
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't great.
But I played it.
Yeah, probably.
It must have been really stupid. I can't remember.
It wasn't stupid. It just wasn't great.
This is after PS4 one? The PS3 one?
No, it was on PS3.
After the part 3?
Yes.
Wow, they were really running out of fucking ideas.
And that's why.
Wow.
That's why they needed the reboot.
That's really bad.
It didn't need it, though. It was one of those games that it wasn't necessary.
Oh.
Anyways, God of War 4 is getting
So are we gonna
ridiculous reviews.
Ridiculous?
I mean, it's 94%.
I mean, don't say ridiculous. Like,
No, it's got
Yes,
a 94% on Metacritic.
Yeah, everybody loves it.
That's 70. That's out of 76. That's a lot. That's
How
high.
did not? But I mean, how is it shocking to you?
How is it shocking to me?
You knew it was going to be good.
Not that good. 94%.
Not that good.
No, I knew it was going to be good. I didn't expect it to be this good.
What did God of War 3 get?
I don't know.
So it got like a 10. What did
No,
God
it
of War
didn't.
2? God of War 3?
No, God of War 3 did not.
God of War 3 review.
Go ahead, Google Metacritic it. It's not
I don't
that
care
high.
about Metacritic because it doesn't. It's
No.
not accurate to time when it came out.
Metacritic is extremely accurate. Metacritic is
So it'll tell me on 2011, I think it was, or some shit like that.
Yeah, what Metacritic does is it wages all of the reviews from all websites and then it averages out. So if you got like a 10 and an 8, you got a 90%.
God of War 3.
God of War 3?
Is it going to include the PlayStation? Because that doesn't. It's not fair. If it's
What do you mean?
I see PS4.
No, it should. There should
It
be
got an 8 out of 10,
8 out of 10.
and God of War 2 got a 9 out of 10,
So,
and God of War
The-
got a 9 out of 10 too.
well, the new God of War is at 94%.
94%, 9 out of 10.
That's almost 9.5.
I'm not saying. I'm just not shocked. I knew it was going to be good.
No, but
There was no way that game was going to be bad. There's
But-
just absolutely no fucking way. If you thought for 1 second after seeing the trailer alone and seeing the gameplay from E3 that game was going to suck, you're an idiot.
I didn't think it was gonna suck. That's not my argument. The fact that it has a 94% on Metacritic is putting it almost in the scale of 10.
Okay.
You want to compare that to two games to sit there and to say that it is up there with Metal Gear Solid 5 and The Witcher 3.
And you're shocked?
Yes.
I can't believe you're shocked.
I am.
That's like betrayal on your part from God of War. I mean, just seeing the trailer alone, I said this is going to be a masterpiece because they took everything that was good about Last of Us and they've added it into God of War. And then they took away almost everything that was bad about God of War and they've made this mutation of a game. And I was like, there's no. Then they made it just as pretty as just as the what the fuck? Why do I always want to say this fucking game? Horizon Dawn, whatever the hell you call it. It looks just as gorgeous. Has the two people playing just like Last of Us, and it's God of War. How could you possibly think that people are gonna go, oh, this is okay. I give it a 7.
Because that's what they did with the other God of Wars.
But the other God of War had no story. It was just a plain hack and slash.
It has a story.
No, but it's not come on. It's not a hack and it was just a hack and slash. That was it. I'm not saying it was not good. It wasn't a deep story. The deepest story I saw on God of War was part 1, where you discovered that he killed his family and then he was cursed. Yes, that was the deepest out of all the 3.
Right.
2 just got pure action. He finished what he started. He was going to kill all the gods. Part 3 was, I'm still going to finish what I started. And then he finishes it and he makes sure everything again. But this one you could tell is a deep story. It's a relationship between the father and son. And it's more of an adventure, in my opinion, than a quest for vengeance. Am I explaining myself? You could tell that. I could tell that just by seeing in the trailers that that's what it was going to be. It was going to be this father and son deep story, and taking a character such a monotone character like Kratos, because in 1, 2, and 3, Kratos was very monotone. He was. It was just vengeance and that was it. There was absolutely not a speck of decency in the man. Yes or no? He killed slaves if they got in their way and he would still get their souls. Yes or no?
That's what made it great.
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying his character was not deep. His character was just monotone. Oh, it's a character that wants to go into vengeance and he gets his vengeance. That's it.
That's beautiful.
But in this that's to you, but it's not. Doesn't take much writing for that. It's just action. You don't have to write too much on the character. For to make a game like this now, to make his character mean something, you need to really write something good.
Meh.
If you read the reviews, that's what people like about it.
Well, no,
there's a good story between the relationship of him and about how his character was. They showed things that they never showed in the other ones. They're showing you basically what Kratos was like maybe before he killed his family. And now he still has that in him, but he has to try to be a good father.
I'm going to be pissed if I can't have sex in this game.
You're not going to have sex.
I'm
You're
going
not
to
going
be
to have
pissed.
sex.
Going to be pissed.
It's not that type of game anymore.
Man, I'm going to be pissed.
It's not that type of game.
Kratos.
It's not. It's more... It's matured. I'm sorry. And they're not mature in a sex way. It
breaks my heart.
It's a good story now. Plain and simple.
Sex is good. You're saying sex is good?
Could you cut the sex off the other 3 games and still have the same game? Yes.
No.
Yes, absolutely.
For 3, you couldn't. You have sex with Aphrodite, and because you have sex with Aphrodite,
okay.
Oh my
fine.
God,
Yes,
Hephaestus, the guy who
yes, you have sex with the Aphrodite.
But no. But that was important because Hephaestus, the engineer, the guy who made all the weapons,
yeah,
that's his wife.
Okay.
You had sex with his wife.
Did he kill her?
I don't remember.
No, he didn't kill Aphrodite.
Didn't.
So then what was the whole vengeance about trying to kill all the gods if he's not going to kill all of them?
I mean,
you see how I'm talking about how this story was full of holes and it was a fun game because it was a hack and slash.
I would let Aphrodite live. I mean, she's got her reasons. I mean,
his quest was to kill every god.
Aphrodite gets a pass.
His quest was to kill everything in Olympus.
Aphrodite gets a pass.
No, you don't get a pass.
Yeah, you do. When you're hot,
you actually have to write. They actually had to sit down and write a fucking story this time. And in my opinion,
did, though.
That's one of the reasons why it's getting a 10 and the other ones never did. Plain and simple.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
So you think that this is the same fucking game and that's why I got a 10? No.
No, not even.
No, you know it's a story. Plain and simple. You take away the story of this game and it's like Last of Us. If you take that deep story, but take it away, it wouldn't have gotten a 10. No way. If it was just a shitty,
But it goes back to it. The thing is
put your mic in your mouth, please.
With hey, dude, don't blame me that your mic stand sucks.
All right, go ahead.
If you remember, for a little bit of The Last of Us, Joel was soft in his old age, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And you really don't get to see that side of Joel until later in the game.
All right.
What's great is that, at least with me, I've grown with Kratos being an angry bald man, because I myself am an angry bald man. And so
So you're saying you're not going to like the story because this character actually
cares
now?
I'm interested to see what they're doing. Like I was telling you today, one of the big influences of this game is Mad Max. The director of this game he was working on it. He either worked on it or he was working on a game. He was working on a Mad Max game that was supposed to coincide with the release of Fury Road. He worked hand in hand with George Miller, and working with George Miller, he got a huge influence from him and kind of developing a character who has a level of importance.
George Miller directed which one? The last one that came out?
No, he directed all four. All four? Those are all his movies.
They're all his movies?
They're all his movies from beginning to end.
Then I would understand more of the first 3,
right?
As opposed from the 4th one, because the 4th one,
kill yourself.
No, the 4th one was good. No,
4th one is amazing.
No, the 4th one was excellent. I'm saying to the connection of the game, I see it more from 1, 2, and 3 than 4.
Right.
Because 4 was more. They didn't explain anything about Mad Max. It was straight to the point.
Well, that's what I loved about it.
No, I agree, but I don't think that the influence was there for the God of War. I think the influence was more Road Warrior, and Mad Max, in my opinion.
Beyond the Thunderdome.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's more where he got his inspiration from. That's my opinion.
Well, but it goes back to the broken character who's trying to find himself in a chaotic world.
Chaotic world. That's beautiful. Wow. Did you read that in a box of condoms?
Wow. Wow.
Anywho, so
Wow.
starting next, is it next week? No, yeah. Starting next week. Do you know what's coming out on TV?
TV, no.
Westworld season 2.
Oh, fuck. I didn't finish.
Ooh, what?
I didn't finish. I gotta
What?
finish. I'm
Oh
on.
my God! Jump off a cliff right now for saying that. How are you not caught up? I hate you right now. So we can't talk about anything once again because you haven't watched Westworld. I gotta just ruin it for you. But you know what?
I'll punch you.
Well, you're the one who's fucking. I can't talk about anything. I haven't watched it.
What do you mean?
I haven't watched it. I could talk about Rick and Morty. You watch one episode.
Yeah.
The pilot is never the best. That's like a 50-50 chance that they'll either take it or not. It's a 50-50 chance.
The pilot of The Office was great. Yeah, it was.
I can't remember the pilot of the Office.
The pilot of The Office was awesome.
But it's not the best in the series.
Oh, no, it's not the best in the series.
I mean, I would say Pickle Rick is probably the best one in the series. But I'll let you watch it. That's season 3. I'm Pickle Rick! Bitch! Okay. I needed to get that out. So, yeah, that's coming out next week. Apparently it's going to be a big season's premiere next week because also Counterpart. Have you heard about this show? It takes place in Stars. It's apparently like this... For what I've heard, I haven't seen it. It's basically this guy who works in this building or in this office that he's been working for the last 20 years, and he doesn't even know what the fuck he does. Am I boring you, sir?
No.
So he's been working there for 20 years, and he doesn't know what he does. And then one day his ID doesn't work, and they take him into a room, and they pretty much explain to him that his building is like a portal to another world where you have a counterpart that's like the opposite of you, and they're going basically that world. The Russians discovered this during the Cold War. People from that world is transferring into our world and killing off our counterparts. So he finds him. It's played by Simmons, the guy from Allstate. What's his name?
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And he plays this goofball, just dork who works in an office, but his counterpart is a fucking spy. He's a badass, and he's like a super spy killer or whatever.
Did you ever see Whiplash?
And he has to play both characters.
Did you ever see Whiplash?
No. What is that?
It's a movie about jazz music, and he's a jazz teacher. He's fucking crazy, and he won an Academy Award for best supporting actor
For being a nut job?
He was awesome. He was scary, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Straight up, like
I want to see it then.
Whiplash was awesome for a movie about jazz music. When you watch it, you're like, what the fuck did I get myself into? I'm telling you right now, you're going to watch it and be like, Frank, what the shit was that?
Dude, do me a favor. Finish fucking
Westworld,
and then you're going to come over here and go, what the fuck just
Well,
happened?
no, I loved Westworld. I just stopped watching.
What's the last episode you saw?
The last episode.
Don't say episode 2, please.
No. Last episode I saw, they found the woman with the snake tattoo.
Okay.
I think he like scalped somebody and he got a map.
Do you know who? Have they explained who? What's his name? The guy who's killing everybody. The doctor.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. He found the girl with the snake tattoo. He scalped the one.
Okay, but did they explain who he is yet?
No. They haven't explained who he is. So it's like episode 6.
That's like the best.
Well, this week on
right.
Xfinity gets HBO free for a week starting on the 16th. So yeah,
I'm gonna add it to Hulu. Hulu, they have a special $4.99 extra on your subscription, and you get HBO.
Oh, that's sweet.
I mean, I pay $7.99, so whatever. Another $5 for what 3 months is usually what a season lasts, maybe more. What other news you got, sir?
No, I had something with
All right,
with Westworld. I can't remember. Go ahead, you talk.
PUBG is trying to get out of the battle royale now. and try to do different. They're fucking desperate, bro. Nobody talks about it anymore. I just named it right now, and people probably are like, PUBG. What the fuck is that?
Right.
And
I remember, dude, I wish we could go back in time so you could like listen to you rant and rave. It's like the greatest game ever created.
well, I also said stop bitching and whining because people stole your idea. I remember saying that. Stop crying. You don't own a genre. You don't own a genre. And to think that you can own it, first of all, you stole the genre from H1Z, and they stole it, and so there's a reason it's called Battle Royale because it was originally from the movie Battle Royale, and Battle Royale they stole Battle Royale and they put it in Hunger Games. So guess what? Welcome to society. There's no more awesome ideas. But now they're trying to do like I think they're doing like what do you call the version when it's just 50 against 50?
Team deathmatch.
Team deathmatch. Some fucking bullshit. And Fortnite, believe it or not, has completely disregarded their first person, their original gameplay completely. Like they don't even give a shit what their original game was about.
Wasn't it like Minecraft meets
It was
zombies?
Like, yeah, killing zombies and building shit. That's completely gone now. Like, and you know what? This is one thing that I was thinking about. I was talking about it at work with a coworker. The only reason Fortnite is big is because it's free. Plain and simple. You said it. It's free. You take that away tomorrow and start charging. Watch, nobody gets that fucking garbage. Because I played it. It's the
Pokemon Go.
It's terrible.
It's the Pokemon Go of this generation. Speaking of free to play, I played a game.
You played a game
called Crossout.
Okay, what is it?
It is free to play on PlayStation, on Steam, and on Xbox. Excuse me.
You asshole.
But it's free to play, and it is take Twisted Metal, Mad Max, and The Sims, put it together, and you got a game.
I like Twisted Metal.
I love Twisted Metal.
Except the last one that came out. That was garbage.
It wasn't great. It was
garbage.
It was whatever.
It's hot garbage.
But you take those three things, you put it together, and you got yourself a game.
And it's free?
It's free. It's an MMO, kind of, sort of. Not really, because you can play by yourself, so you don't need other people online. It's a car combat game, and the reason why I say The Sims is you can literally build just about anything you fucking want as long as it attaches to something. And you can just create some crazy Frankenstein vehicle. And if you Google image Crossout and see what fucking people have made in this game, they have made things that make Mad Max look like
a Barbie car.
It's nuts. The stuff that I've seen and the stuff that I've played.
I love when people let people that freedom.
Oh my God. These people let freedom reign, man. You are limited to how many pieces you can put on your car, but the more you level up, the more pieces and stuff you can put on your car. So I have this pickup truck, and then I have extra doors put onto the side of my truck, so I have more armor. And then it's very intense about the way combat works, because if you have a little crosshairs and you're shooting your gun, you could shoot parts off of other people's cars. And I was driving, then out of nowhere, boom, my tire goes flying because somebody shot off my rear tire, so now I only have like 3 wheels. And people could shoot off all your tires, and then you could just sit there. So, I mean, I've had some dude like shoot off all my tires, but they didn't shoot off my machine guns. So I'm just basically like a little turret, and anybody who passes by me, I'm shooting at them.
It's better than
it's cool.
Getting out of the fucking car and calling Allstate. Fix your tires.
It's cool. I like it. Free to play.
I think I'm gonna get it if it's free.
Yeah. There's nothing like, oh my God about it. It's just, it's cool. It's cool to pick up and just play. Matches are really quick. They take less than 30 seconds to sync you up. And a lot of times they sync you up with bots, and then people just come in and replace the bots before the match starts.
Okay.
But a lot of times you can just play with bots, and then they have these little campaign quests where it's you and three other random people, and you have to go and like fight NPCs that are really strong and blow them up and steal their stuff. It's interesting. I like it. I just like it because it's that whole Mad Max concept, and dude,
it's free.
You could see what people build. It's awesome. I wish more games were like this in the.
And it's available only for PlayStation?
No, it's on Steam and it's
Okay,
on.
but it's free.
It's free
on PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you can purchase stuff to get like more gear or level you up. I mean, it's pay to win, but it's free to play.
Okay.
So it's cool.
Check it out, guys. Check it out. Now, for more desperation, last chances of desperation to get things going, they are adding Ewoks to Battlefront 2. I swear to God, EA,
Go away.
I just disappear. Just
stop.
cut the fucking contract, pay back the money to Disney, and give it to somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing.
Who wants to do
Jesus,
it?
give it to
Who wants
Ubisoft, man. Give it to the French. They'll get it right. I'm telling you, give it to the French. They'll fucking do it.
Well, they won't get it right for the first year.
But they won't fuck the customer. They'll be like, you know what, we're gonna fix this shit, and that's it. You're just talking about Division, which you have to talk about it now because that's the next thing.
Division 1.8.1 gets released.
But is this for PlayStation 4 or because it says here that Xbox got a big one.
Well, Xboxes get Xbox One X, Box One.
Yeah,
X,
okay.
Box.
Yeah, what about it?
Scorpio. There we go. We can call it the Scorpio, and
That's
everybody.
fine. That was a better name, to tell you the
Jesus
truth.
Christ, I hate those people.
It would have been a better name.
And-
People, I got a Scorpio.
And Philip always.
Call it an Xbox.
Oh God, have you see how he's like praising Sony left and right?
Didn't he? He is.
He is. He's like,
Didn't he say something about the reason they called it Xbox One was so it didn't feel like it was behind PlayStation 4 or something like that? Oh, no, that was the 360. Sorry, my
Right.
mistake. They named it 360 because they wanted to not be behind
right.
the number 3 for
Right.
PlayStation. And this one, they did the opposite. They called it 1 to be behind a 4.
No, because
stupid.
Xbox One X looks like it's spelling Xbox again.
That's so dumb. Fire that person. You're fired.
No, they're getting 4K. Apparently, I think it's before PlayStation because I don't know that the 4 has the 4K resolution. I could be wrong. But
No, they're adding. I mean,
the
which one did you say doesn't think you have the Xbox, the 4K?
the PS4 Pro. I don't think it has.
They checkerboard it, but it still has 4K resolution.
I don't know.
They had it way before.
I don't know if they did or not. I don't know.
It's different the way they render 4K on PS4.
So they're getting that new assault mode to get new masks. I'm guessing are at the end of the month. What I'm looking forward to, and you need to jump back on and play if you're going to play, is they're going to start giving out those shields or those crests. Those things are going to start carrying over.
What does the crest do?
It's going to carry over to the next game. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a crest, right? It doesn't do anything special.
No, it's going to do something for the next game.
Okay.
It's going to carry over to the next game. Hence the reason why they want you to play. That's why they're trying to bring us back for the 1.81. I still have yet to go over to that new area, the pier. Have you been over there?
No, there's a lot of areas I haven't. I think I'm going to download it again for PC and see what's going on.
Or you can just tell me, hey, you want to play and we can play.
I don't like playing it with the fucking controller. I don't like that game with the controller. The shooting sucks.
No, mouse
It does.
keyboard sucks.
And that's why they banned it from PlayStation, because they don't want people to cry like you if they left it to be for PlayStation. If they added a mouse keyboard to PlayStation 4, there'd be big babies like you crying. They always shoot me. You would never have a chance, bro. Before you even aim at somebody with a fucking mouse and keyboard, you'd be dead.
Whatever.
It's a fucking truth. What do you want me to tell you? You get precise aiming with the mouse and keyboard. It's precise. Perfect. And when you have somebody else with a mouse, it's more of a who is faster, as opposed in a PlayStation or a controller. It's pretty much about luck, to tell you the truth. It's just plain.
What are you talking about?
It is true. It's the truth.
You can change how fast
The shooting.
No, the movement. You can change that. It's called sensitivity.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, mouse and keyboard is way better.
No.
And You're out of your fucking mind. You're just talking out of your ass. If you,
No,
you
I'm
have
not.
you are talking out of your ass because you've never played with a mouse and keyboard.
I have.
What have you played? Tell me one first person shooter that you play with a mouse and keyboard. Any shooter, actually.
Half-Life.
Half-Life with a mouse and you don't like it?
No.
Did you play with a keyboard?
Yeah.
And then you play with the controller right after that?
Yeah. Well, no. Half-Life I never played on the PlayStation 2 when it came out. I played Half-Life 2 on the PlayStation 3.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Okay, how can you sit there and say that I haven't?
How could you say that the preciseness of a mouse is 100 times, not even 100, probably 1,000 times more accurate?
No.
You're crazy, bro. How are you saying that why am I having this argument with you? I already know I'm right, and I know
How do you know
millions
you're
of
right?
people are right, and they know I'm right because it's the truth. It's a mouse. It's a mouse. This aims like that with a keyboard. When you use a controller, you're not doing the smoothness. You're going like this. You see?
How can you say that? That's literally impossible to
God,
say.
I really wish there was a fucking game you and I could play with a controller and a mouse. I really wish. But unfortunately, it doesn't exist because I can't use the mouse on the PlayStation and you don't have a PC. So you can say you can use a 360 controller on a fucking Overwatch or something, and then we could see who can shoot first.
I have taste. I don't play Overwatch.
Overwatch, Call of Duty, hell, even Division. Anywho, how do we get away from this?
Because you're bad at games.
Oh no, we were talking about how you want me to play for PlayStation. I want to play just a little bit on the PC. I mean, my character was way more advanced in that one, and I've neglected him completely. I also been playing Horizon, which I already told you the shit that I'm upset with Horizon. It really bugs me when I can't jump over things. It's just, God, it's such a beautiful game too. And the controls are so smooth and silky smooth and perfect. And then you see a small rock and she won't jump over it. It just ruins it for me. And let's not forget about the mannequin faces. It's like they gave that the crew for Horizon were the ones that they transferred over to Mass Effect so they could do the faces. Is that what it is? Because
I've told you what it is. I've told you what it is.
Tell it that you say is they had to give up something.
You do. You have to give up something to get something, and that's what they gave up. They gave up to make the game move as well as it does. They had to eliminate aspects of it. One of the aspects being absolute traversal. That's one of the aspects that they gave up. They limited it to areas that have ropes. That is their escape mechanism to get away from it. Because
how come it's not like that for Uncharted?
What are you talking about?
It's not like that for Uncharted.
Uncharted, you can't grab everything.
You can pretty much climb almost everything.
No, you can't. Everything is very and Uncharted is linear. Uncharted is not open world. It is a linear.
All right. Okay.
So that's what you give when you go linear. Okay. You get more graphics than you do when you're open world.
What about Metal Gear Solid 5?
Metal Gear Solid 5. When you're in a mission, the game goes from linear. It goes from sandbox to linear.
Okay.
So all the major missions, you're confined to an area. If you leave that area, it says warning, you are leaving the mission zone. It will cancel it out.
What about Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed,
you can climb everything.
Right, but they've given up. They gave up a lot with the animation.
What about Legend of Zelda?
Legend of Zelda doesn't have the graphics.
Yeah, that's true. I shouldn't have used that as an example. But I still think it's frustrating. You come on, man. Okay, then we talk about the facial animation, bro.
Once again,
the facial animation is not gameplay. I could tell it's not gameplay because it's not. It's jumping.
It is.
It's a. What do you call it? They cut the screen, which is one of the things that I like about what they're saying about
God of War.
God of War. It never cuts off. You heard about this?
Yeah.
One camera movement, the whole game.
So here's
Horizon. Go ahead.
Here's the big thing about Horizon. If you've never noticed, the game's still moving. So if you're in a village and you're conversing with somebody, there's somebody behind you, you'll see them walking around in the background.
They blur that shit completely. You don't know if Frank, let me finish. You don't know if that's really the gameplay or just a footage of it because you don't know because it cuts off. It does. It cuts off and then you go to the image and sometimes that character's not there.
Right, but it's still rendered there.
As opposed to Mass Effect, when you're having a conversation with someone, sometimes the AIs will cut right in front of you. That's actual conversations and gameplay.
Right.
You see the back, they don't blur it out and stuff like that. And if you're going to blur it out, then you should have, if you're blurring it out, you can cut down the graphics. They can do that.
Right,
they can edit down the graphics because it's blurred out. Nobody can see what's going on. And then focus on getting better facial animation. Jesus. When I see a game like that's about 10 years old, like Heavenly Sword.
Heavenly Sword, though, focused big time on that. They got fucking Andy to play in that game.
And then you see, what's the other one? The same people. It's Ninja
Theory.
Ninja Theory. What do they have? Heavenly Sword. What's the one with the robots? Fuck, I can't remember the name of that one. Where he has like a monkey tail or some shit and he climbs around. Come on, man. It's the same people. It's the same guy. Andy guy makes the voice of the main character. He has a giant pole and he used to... Oh, God, what is the name of that game?
A monkey guy?
Yeah, it's a guy, muscular guy. He had a monkey tail. He climbed everything and he had a redhead with him that he would carry on him whenever he jumped around. Holy shit, Frank, you played this game. You're going to make me go through my Steam fucking list.
I have right no idea what you're talking about.
As soon as I say, you're going to go like, oh, yeah, that's the game. Watch.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Edit this out a little bit to cut down me looking for this fucking game.
No, that's what you get for, you know.
Anyway, and then you have, what's the last one that came out for Ninja? Hellblade. The facial animation is just...
But that's what they focus on.
Well, the graphics on Hellblade were just as detailed. Yes, it's more linear than open world, but God damn it, where's my library? I bet you it's with an E. Feel like it. Enslaved.
Oh, why would you buy that again?
Because it was like $2. Remember he had a monkey tail? Do you remember the monkey tail now?
I don't remember the monkey tail, but I know who you're talking about now. Wasn't a good game.
It wasn't a bad game.
It wasn't a good game, though.
Oh, whatever.
I wouldn't buy it again.
I got it for $2.
And I rented it.
I got platinum on it.
I couldn't get platinum on it. I was like, fuck.
Well, it was because you had to collect so many orbs. I
hate collecting shit.
Well.
I hate that. I know I'm going to have to do that in God of War, but the good thing about
God of War, they did it in Metal Gear.
Metal Gears, I rarely, if there's a collecting thing in Metal Gear, I rarely do it. If I have to go out of my way to get something, I rarely do it.
Didn't you platinum Metal Gear Solid 4?
Yeah.
Didn't you have to collect shit?
No.
I thought you had to collect something.
Not that I remember.
Or maybe it's 5. Did you platinum Metal Gear Solid 5?
No, that's one I'm going to get.
You won't.
No, I'll get 5.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Prove it.
Okay.
I got level 30 also on...
You finally got a level 30?
No. Level 20, sorry, on Injustice 2.
Oh, 2017 Metal Gear?
No.
Gamers,
I did not say
Year?
that. I did not say that.
What did you say?
I said I got level 20.
And what?
On Injustice 2. That's what I said.
The evil Metal Gamers Game of the Year, 2017.
No, that's the first
Injustice
version.
2.
No, I gave it to Resident Evil 7.
Injustice 2.
No.
Evil
Sorry.
Metal Gamers, 2017
Anywho,
Game of the Year.
So you want to talk about these rappers or what?
We're not talking about that. Nope. Next story.
Can we at least talk about the Chun-Li?
No. Next
That's
story.
so stupid.
It is, and I'm not giving it a plug.
Well, people should know how stupid it is.
It is, but people, the problem with plugging something is they'll go look it up so they can see how stupid it is. Just take our word for it. It's stupid.
It's stupid. Look up Chun-Li. And this is the first thing that'll come up on
God,
Google. How sad is that? It used to be you get porn. Or you get some hot chick in a cosplay. And the first thing that comes up is this total garbage. I hate it.
Dude, did you see what people were saying on Twitter? And everybody was hashtagging Chung-Li, and then that shit came up, and he's like, what the fuck? He was so, like, gamers around the country are so fucking confused right now.
It's ridiculous because she's got big thighs like her. Come on. Don't give me that bullshit. Okay.
So, back to your game that you like to play on this PC thing.
Which game?
When you and 6 other people play.
Okay, so Overwatch
Is doing-
and
is-
6 million people.
6 other people.
Yeah, okay.
Is doing-
minus a million.
Is doing one of the greatest things I think I've ever heard in video games.
Wait a minute, are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm not.
It sounds like you're being sarcastic, so I
I'm
don't even
not.
know what it will. Go ahead, say it. I'm intrigued what you're saying.
So, because there are people like you who have...
What?
Jesus Christ, let me speak. Because there's people like you who have PC, and then you also have a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
What they're going to start doing is allowing you to port or to plug your characters. So the experience you get on your PC, you can take it to the PS4.
Oh my
and
God,
the experience
dude.
from the PS4.
You serious?
I sent that to you.
I don't look at that stuff.
And that's why you're behind in the times.
You could have told me you were going to talk about that before. God damn it. That's
How
a great
did you not
news.
know that?
Now I have to buy it for PlayStation 4.
Oh, God, you would.
I would. It's a great game.
It's not great.
It is. I wish you would rent it and we can play.
It's bad.
You didn't even play it.
I did play it.
You played what?
I played it at George's house.
You played it at George's house.
Yeah, on Xbox.
Why don't you have an?
It's not good.
No, it's not enough to play it there. It's not.
What is the difference between George's
Because
house
you
and my
didn't
house?
play with your friends.
I don't have friends.
Frank, if you rented Overwatch, I would play with you.
I'm not playing it.
And the problem is I can't get Dylan to fucking get it because he's like not cooperating. But I have friends who have it. I'll play with you. My brother has it. We'll play.
No, I don't want to play. It's not
How about
fun.
if I pay for the rental?
It's not fun.
You didn't play with your friends.
I don't care. You don't play the Division with me.
We played it though.
Yeah, we played it.
Oh, so we played it. Yeah. I bought the fucking game again for you. Are you kidding me? Did you just say that?
No.
I rebought that fucking game. I already had it on PC.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean?
You got it on PC.
I had to smash that mic on your face. I had it on PC, and then I bought it for Remember, you were trying to get me to buy it. I was like, I already have it on PC. Why would I buy it again? And I bought it for $20. No, actually less because they did some discount. $12.99 in the fucking GameStop. Anyway, I think you should give it another try.
There's no reason to give it another try. It's a
Either
bad
way,
game.
going back to Retribution. Basically, Retribution is a new update of like a story mode version of it's in the arcade section. Arcade section for people like Frank who have no idea what Overwatch is an area where you don't have to play the regular game of Overwatch. You can play different games that they have, whether it's a four-player deathmatch or you can do a story mode, which is added a story to it. So it's basically the story takes place about 8 years before.
Did you see Reaper doesn't have a mask anymore?
In the 8 years?
No, there's a new costume. Reaper doesn't have a mask.
Frank, are you even listening? I know you don't like Overwatch, but did you hear a single word that I just said?
Yeah, that's a story mode.
It takes place 8 years before Overwatch.
Okay.
So Reaper was still alive.
I don't know if he's dead or not.
That's why he's not wearing a mask, because basically it's 8 years in the past. So that's one of the characters, him, before he turned into Reaper. And they have all the other characters in there, what they would look like 8 years ago. May
is hot.
I thought May was going to be like, I mean, what is she, 20? So she'd be like 12, but I guess they didn't do that. They just changed her costume.
May looks hot. She's nice and thick.
Diva.
Nice and thick.
Diva didn't get anything.
They did not slim her down. I am proud of them for doing that.
They didn't give Diva anything. They didn't give a lot of characters anything of what they looked like 8 years ago. But so basically, it's a story mode which shows potential that they could, if Blizzard ever decides. I don't think they will, because Blizzard, they hold on to that franchise, until they can't get any more money out of it, and they could do a story. They could, because the Overwatch story, it doesn't explain much.
It's lame, is what it is.
How the
There
fuck
was a robot president, and Tracer went after some chick with a sniper rifle.
You just saw one of the small movies.
I watched all the small movies.
Yeah, but the small movies doesn't explain the story.
It doesn't
at all.
explain anything.
Exactly.
It's
Doesn't
stupid.
explain anything. I still don't know. The Retribution explained a little bit of what happened with the 8 years of how the Overwatch broke up, and now you got the bad guys and the good guys. But other than that, there's not much explaining, which I would like some explaining of what the fuck is going on.
Like how Soldier lives in Mexico and he's white and nobody puts two and two together.
And he doesn't have a mask. He has a mask on.
Nobody puts two and two together.
I guess not. I don't know. I don't know what happened. They don't even tell you what happened to Soldier 76. Like, he's supposed to be dead, but he comes back, but they don't tell you how he died. The game obviously is multiplayer, and there's just this story in there that nobody knows what the fuck is going on, but nobody questions it. But by doing this new DLC, going back to it, they could finally fill those holes by giving you a story. So you and 3 other buddies play the story. It's about 10 minutes long. And then it just shows you the story of McCree, that girl, which I don't know her name, Reaper, and the ninja.
Which one? The samurai or the ninja?
Obviously, I said the ninja. Why would I say which one? There's a ninja and a samurai. There's 2 different things.
Oh, that's true. I don't think about that. It just kind of like...
Why did you say that?
I don't know. Does it show his face? Or is he like a ninja?
No, they just show him with from the nose down mask, but they show his eyes. And the other one, he looks a lot like the one from Metal Gear.
Yeah, he always looks like the one from Metal Gear.
Yeah.
It is weird, though, the fact that like he's the good guy and the samurai is the bad guy.
Samurai's not the bad guy.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. What are you...
There's a video of them fighting.
They're fighting because he killed his brother because his brother was a bad guy.
Right, but I thought the ninja is a good guy.
He's a good guy now. He didn't kill him. They fought and that was it. They worked together now. But his brother was bad. I don't know, Frank. Didn't I just say there's so many fucking holes in the story? But in the video that you see, he explains...
How is this game game of the year again?
Because it's a multiplayer game.
Fuck that shit.
Well, what do you want me to tell you?
Should have won multiplayer the game of the year.
It could have, yeah. I agree with you. I won't disagree. Who won? Who was against that year?
What year was that?
What the fuck do I know? I thought you would know because you said you shouldn't have one game of the year.
I don't remember.
So
2016.
So then
Google 2016 games.
So your
Google. I don't know where my phone
is wrong then because you don't even know what game deserved it.
I don't have my phone. 2016 games. Go.
I don't think it was 2016.
Yeah, because 2017 went to Zelda when it shouldn't have. No. I'm not wrong in that either.
You're wrong on that one.
I'm not.
You are.
You gave it to Mario, so I don't even want to hear it.
Titanfall, Uncharted.
Yeah, Titanfall should have gotten it.
No, what are you crazy? Stop. If before I give it to Titanfall, I would have given it to fucking Dishonored 2. Which is way better. Way better.
Stop.
Way better. Even the time thing was way better.
Now
you
you're
didn't
high.
even play Dishonored.
Now
you didn't play that level.
Now
you didn't
you're
play that
high.
level. You didn't play that level. Did you play it? Did you play it?
It's not that great a game.
Did you play the level with time? Yes or no?
No.
Then your opinion is invalid, sir. I'm sorry.
I'll look it up on YouTube.
No. No, not looking up on YouTube.
What? Then pull it up and I'll beat it.
The online... I'm not going to play this game. I have to download it again for you to play it. Whatever. The online level for Dishonored 2. What did I say online?
Because you
the
have no idea what you're
time
talking
level. The one that's based on going back in time and going front in time on Dishonored 2 was way better than the other one. Titanfall. Way better done. In fact, you could see both timelines at the exact same time. You couldn't do that in Titanfall. You're just jumping back and forth.
What are you talking about?
In Titanfall, you just jump from one hole to another and just you could turn back in time and stuff like that.
That game was incredible. You're fucking lost.
That level was not as good. I'm not saying Dishonored was better. I'm saying the level of the time where you have to play with time, Dishonored 2 did it better.
No, it didn't.
Wait, you didn't play it, so then how could you fucking how could you have a debate with me if you haven't played it?
Because
I played both games. You didn't.
You're sitting there saying you're sitting there, and what you're saying is the only thing you did was you flipped through times, but everything that you had to do, the only way to move through it was that you flipped through time. So if the door was
that's the same thing in Dishonored 2, except you were seeing both times at the same time.
That doesn't make sense.
Obviously, it doesn't make sense because you haven't played it.
But that wouldn't make sense. The time lapses don't. If you're standing at one time,
he has a machine. He has a thing that goes in his wrist,
right?
That shows you a portal through his hand, like a hologram portal that you put in front of you. While time is based at the same time. Okay, so you're in the past, you're in the future, and you can see the past at the same time. When you push the button, you can go and jump into that time.
Okay.
So you would see the bad guys there, and as soon as they come at you to attack you, like if you got caught, you just push the button and shoot. You're back in the
Right. That's
in the
what
past.
Titanfall had the same thing.
And then you could just go behind them and see it. But you could see them all the time. You couldn't do it in Titanfall.
Right, which was more realistic.
It's not more realistic. It was way better done in.
No, it wasn't. You
Okay.
didn't know.
You didn't even play it.
But based off of that sounds
No.
stupid.
You didn't play it.
But-
What are you kidding me? Graphic wise, just alone was much better in Dishonored 2.
You're
much better.
fucking high now.
You didn't play it.
Oh,
So then your debate
Dishonored
Your
2
debate-
graphically.
on the level, it is much better done than Titanfall 2.
No
and you don't
way.
have you can't debate it because you didn't play it.
No way.
Okay, when
you can't tell me graphically.
You get to that level, and then you get back to me.
Okay.
For now, you can't complain about anything because
The
I played
graphics
both.
aren't even there.
All right. Play it, and then you come back to me. Because the Titanfall, all you have to do was jump up and then back and forth on the fucking walls and jump there and there, and you're going back in the future, back in the past, back in the future, back in the past. But if I remember correctly, you couldn't do it. If I remember correctly, you couldn't do it at any time. You
Yes,
had
you can.
specific times that you could do it.
No, you're wrong.
Okay.
You're
All right.
wrong because
Yeah.
I played it. I played that one several times
Okay.
because I remember. Because here's the thing: in the future, the time that you were there, the people have left, and much like what would happen, like The Last of Us, if mankind died off tomorrow, trees will be growing out of your living room. Right?
Okay.
So there were these giant fucking dinosaurs roaming around the buildings, and the dinosaurs would be coming and attacking you. You time switch, and now you're dealing with people shooting fucking machine guns at you.
Okay, and
then you have to switch between the two.
Were you able to affect time at any point? Like if you did something in the past, would it affect the future?
Yes, because if the door is locked, you had to go through the past to open the door, and then the doors open in the future.
But you would do something in the game in Dishonored and actually distort completely the time. Completely, like the whole level would change because you made one change in the past.
What do you mean?
Like the butterfly effect type of shit.
Okay, but then if that's the case, then everything would fall apart.
Everything changed. Trust me. You made one change and everything would change. The whole level design would completely change. It was amazing. I'm telling you, you need to see it. Play it and then you tell me.
Because
You have to play it, Frank. I can't explain much to you without you actually playing the level.
And like I said, you're sitting there saying you had to jump through time, right? And you can only jump through walls. That moment when you jump down the tube and the fans are spinning and you have to switch, and when you switch, there's a giant fucking fireball, so you have to switch again.
It was done.
That was awesome.
That was in both games.
That was
in
awesome.
both games.
But you can't. You're talking like one stole the idea from the other one.
They both came out around the same.
I know that,
at the
but
exact same.
But
time.
that's what you're saying. The way
No,
you're.
I'm just
the way
saying
you're talking,
they did it better in that game.
There's no way.
You haven't played it, so you're invalid. You can't say anything. You haven't played it. Play it and then come back and let me
I'll
know.
play it, but I'm telling you right now, I didn't like.
You can't.
Dude, the first Dishonored, I didn't like.
What the fuck does it have to do with what I'm telling you? The level design, when it came to the time-based level design, it was made better in Dishonored 2.
No.
Okay. Well, you can't say anything, and nobody's gonna believe you because you never played it.
Okay.
None of the listeners are going, "Oh, Frank is right," because you never played it.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. It means everything. You
Does it?
can't sit there and judge something if you never tried it.
Because Dishonored does not play as well as Titanfall.
All right. Let's proceed.
Go ahead.
Because you know I'm right, so might as well.
I'm not.
I'm
know
not
you're right.
talking about. I'm talking about. You know I'm right. You can't give your opinion if you haven't played it.
I played.
You didn't play
Dishonored.
that level. You didn't
Just-
play the level, so you're not allowed to give it an opinion.
Just because I didn't play a level that does
That's
not.
but that's what I'm talking about. The level, that specific level compared to the time-based level on Titanfall.
I'm gonna YouTube it.
No, you can't YouTube it. Play it.
Why can't I YouTube it? It's the same concept.
No.
What do you mean no?
All right.
How is it not the same concept?
YouTube it. That's fine. You're gonna YouTube it and go like, "Oh, it's not the same."
It isn't
You
the
let
same.
somebody else play it. Anyway, any other news? Wow, look at that. We almost an hour now.
Ugh.
Anywho, I don't think I have anything else to talk about.
I think I do.
What do you got?
I don't know.
Oh, we're
What
still
else
talking
did-
about the games of the year.
What did I tell you?
Best game
What
of
else
the
did I
year.
send you? I thought I sent you something else.
I don't know.
I don't know. You don't pay attention to anything I say anyways.
Yeah, I would have given it to Uncharted. Overwatch won, but if we were going to talk about platforming, then yes, I would have given it to Uncharted. I liked Uncharted 4 really a lot. Like a lot. I would have been happy with that choice.
What? Uncharted?
With Uncharted, yeah.
Winning game of the year?
Winning game of the year. I don't know why they gave it. I think, in my opinion, and
It was a popular vote?
it's a popular vote, and it was available for all the systems. So that alone.
But then how did Uncharted 2 win game of the year when it won a game of the year?
Who did it go against?
When did Uncharted 2 come out? What year did Uncharted 2 come out?
No,
Because I remember
maybe there wasn't a game that was just as popular in all the systems when Uncharted 2 came out. Even though Uncharted 2 was a masterpiece, I think Uncharted 2 was way better than and all four. 2 was the best one. I would love to see 4's graphics on the train scene for 2. But I mean, that's maybe another 10 years with PlayStation 5.
Uncharted 2 came out 2009.
Yeah, but who did it go against?
Or whatever came out in 2009.
I'm not gonna really look this up. Go ahead,
I'll
talk
look it
about
up.
whatever you're gonna talk about.
I don't remember. Something else was coming out.
Something else was coming up.
Yeah.
That's it. It was going against.
Good.
No, Mass Effect came out another year. Wow, 2009.
Call of Duty 2. Batman Arkham.
What? Uncharted beat Batman Arkham?
Assassin's Creed 2.
No, it could beat Assassin's Creed 2.
Borderlands.
Whoa, it beat
The
Borderlands?
first one.
Still.
You remember this one? DJ Hero.
I love DJ Hero. I threw it away. I threw it in the garbage.
Resident Evil 5.
DJ Hero. Resident Evil 5. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. Look, we're looking at our phones. We're doing a podcast, for God's sake. Anyway, I think that's about it, guys.
You got a lot of editing to do. It's okay.
No, well, I'm not going to edit everything. That fight is going to stay there. I'm going to let people talk about it.
It's okay. People can talk about it. They're
I'm
still
gonna
going to
put
agree
that-
with. They're still going to agree with me that I'm right.
With the game that barely sold.
Yeah.
Uncharted sold way... Uncharted. Dishonored probably sold more than that game than Titanfall. Well, no, because you're going to add up all the shit that they've added to it, and now it obviously made more.
Well,
because Titanfall, they're keeping it alive. First month.
I'm Googling it.
Anyway, guys.
Metacritic, it has an 88%.
What?
Dishonored 2.
Okay, Titanfall? I'm waiting.
I'm going.
Titanfall?
Titanfall
Metacritic.
2.
Metacritic?
Metacritic.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting on my phone. Literally.
Oh, Siri, tell him the truth.
89%.
Oh, yeah, you added that 1%.
No, I'm looking. And Titanfall 2 has a higher user score. 84 versus.
Of course it has that higher user score. It has a it's multiplayer.
8.4 versus 7.9. And
There's no doubt in my mind that more people would play it because it has
Titanfall.
multiplayer.
Well, wait, hold on. Titanfall, Dishonored had 62 critics versus, because I think Titanfall had more critics. So if more critics voted, that says more.
Okay.
It does though. Because to have a higher number means more people have to agree with the game. Does that make sense or no?
Yeah, that makes sense. Anywho.
And that's what, going back full circle though, that's one of the reasons why I'm so surprised about God of War, because to have as many critics vote on it as they have, and it's at that 94 percentile, because that's almost as many as The Witcher 3. They're on the par with The Witcher 3, and that's saying that game's better than The Witcher 3.
I get no doubt in my mind it's better than The Witcher 3. No doubt in my mind.
No,
and I love Witcher 3, but
Titanfall and Dishonored, they both basically have the same like 60 some votes.
But I can tell you right now, Witcher 3, I would put a lot of games in front of Witcher 3. A lot of games.
Then how did it get Game of the Year?
What they beat Metal
Gear Solid 5.
Well, I think, in my opinion, it was a tough choice for everybody.
And they went with the underdog.
Well,
They went with the underdog, and they knew that Kojima was getting fucked, so they didn't want to give Konami
it could be that. I mean,
award.
I loved both games, both of them. I can't sit here and say that The Witcher 3 deserved it over Metal Gear because I like them both evenly, and they're two different games, two completely different games, except that one has more. They were more backed up by a greater company that fucked them, but had way more money, as opposed to the other one who was a small Swedish.
Think so. Whatever. Regardless.
Swedish?
Yeah, I believe so. Project or they're
bad because I don't think it's Swedish.
they're up in there. That Sweden, Poland.
It's Polish. It's Polish.
I know they're a northern.
The Witcher story
northern
is
European.
And so maybe that tilted it a little bit. Like, wow, look what they did, and they had a team of 20, and then they saw, wow, look how awesome Metal Gear Solid is, but Konami are assholes. And they said, let's fuck him over. You know, they already fired Kojima, so he's not gonna care. It could have been that. Absolutely, that's probably what I would have done. They were both really good games, and they were both completely different games. And they both gave me hours of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Witcher with the DLC, which I'm pretty sure they would have had a DLC for Metal Gear Solid.
Oh my God.
Witcher with the 2 extra DLCs gave you at least 100 hours of gameplay. 100 hours of gameplay, and you still didn't get enough to get all your moves and shit like that. You would have to go back and just play the game all over again. And that last DLC could have been a game by itself.
yeah,
How the fuck did they do that? Because you go to a whole different land.
really.
And yeah, a whole different land, and it gives you another 35 hours of gameplay.
Too bad Garrett sucks.
This game's not for everyone.
He really that voice actor is not good. He irritates me.
He's been doing it since the first one.
He also does Deus Ex. He also does Deus Ex, and I just want to
I don't like Heathen Sutherland from Metal Gear. I hated his voice.
Yeah, but he didn't do too much voice.
Thank the Lord.
No, you're right, but he didn't do too much. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
fine, but why would you get rid of David Hayter? And put him. Kojima fucks with the audience. He fucks with us.
Yeah, he does.
I guarantee you he took him out to fucking fuck with Konami.
Yeah.
Maybe to fuck their budget and have to pay more money to that idiot who said like 4 lines. That's probably what it is. I mean, trust me, if he did it for a reason. There's nothing he doesn't do without calculating something. He probably did that because of fuck Konami.
There's a new conspiracy theory that that Death Stranding is like Metal Gear Solid 0, and he's just kind of like hiding it. Dude, the conspiracy theorists out there.
There were a lot of conspiracy. What if that trailer where the guy's holding the baby and he's crying? They said that's a representation of Kojima holding Metal Gear.
Yeah.
And he lost it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I can't wait. Death Stranding.
That's
E3
2020.
2020. I'm guessing 2025.
20. Hopefully these two this idiot and Project what's her name? Project
Red.
Hopefully these two numbnuts decide not to put both games at the same time again. You know, hopefully they do 2 different years. This is just too much. Too much open world.
Or is it Project Key? No, it's Project
Red.
Project Red. Yeah.
Too much open worlds. I don't like too much open worlds.
Yeah.
That's probably why I'm playing Horizon now. And I didn't play last year. Because 130 hours in Legend of Zelda.
Ugh.
When I got to Horizon, I was like,
I'm done.
I'll wait.
I still haven't even played it. Like, I played it, but I didn't play it.
I'm almost done. I'll give it back. It's your game.
I haven't even touched Last Guardian. I've been busy with Injustice.
The one good thing about
2017
Horizon
game of the year.
is it gets easier the more alloy gets better, the more leveled up, the better. Because at the beginning, man,
It's
one hit,
It's so
and
rough.
you fly off into the fucking air is so annoying. But as she gets better and you start learning to set traps.
Oh, dude, it forces you to set traps. I
mean, you don't even if you get in a confrontation, you could set the trap right there as they come at you, and you can kill them faster.
Oh yeah, no,
you don't have to wait. You don't have to. If you want to be sneaky, you can put them around.
Dude, I put trap and then I showed it, and it comes running at me. Then it explodes, and you hit it with the stick. Like you have to strategize. You just can't run and gun in that game.
As you get the purple weapons and the purple armor, the game gets easier.
Yeah, but I mean that's
because the purple weapons do a lot of damage to the. I mean, it'll blow most of their armor right off. Like there was this monster that I had a hard time killing at the beginning of the game. I played it again now towards the end of the game, and I have this fucking weapon that just blew every fucking gun it had right off of it. So it was forced to fight me melee. It was like,
come at me, bro.
I can't shoot you, so I guess I have to come at you, and it's easy when it's melee. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for all of you guys who are listening to us and following us and listening to these shenanigans. If you have Twitter, follow us at Evil Metal Gamers, and also you can email us at Gmail, evilmetalgamers@gmail.com. Frank,
2017 Game of the Year. Add us on our guild. Get boxes because
we have a lot of people there. Is it all your friends or something? I saw like 8, 9 people already in there. That's not a lot for you guys, but yes.
We get boxes because I'm getting boxes.
Those boxes were they all yours? I opened them up. I wasn't sure.
What did you get? A bunch of gold and silver? Like did you just go to the guild and it's just like, here you go, and it's like,
did you open your shit when you get it? Do you open it? Or do you save them?
Okay, so I open them.
So then it wasn't your shit. All right.
No.
There was stuff there.
Yeah, when you go to the guild, there was a bunch of boxes there, or was it?
But you opened yours. Is what I want to make sure I didn't open any of the ones you did. Okay, so then we're good.
Yeah.
Because I saw them and I was like, ooh, open this and open that.
I'm getting loot.
I mean, Wonder Woman right now she's a beast.
Nothing to my Bane.
Your Bane is what, level 30?
My Bane does over 4,000 damage.
What level?
30.
I mean, it takes so long.
Does over 4,000 damage. He's an animal.
Plus, the legendary ones are hard to do.
Oh my god!
You have to do all these different.
I haven't done. I'm working on getting Bane to do one. It's a pain in the ass. Selling 250 pieces of rare or unique gear.
Man, fuck that.
Yeah, for that one character.
Fuck that.
Yep.
When don't they sell Game Sharks? I put that on that shit and beat it fast. All right.
Anyways,
guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
Love, peace, and happiness.